He's Mr. Brown, the scorching Hey Big Spender, Diamonds Are Forever, and the unforgettable Goldfinger. She's captivating, she's electric, she's all woman. And tonight, she's with us. Ladies and gentlemen, one of the world's greatest entertainers, Miss Shirley Bassey. Shirley, it makes me...
Thank you. That's wonderful. Thank you. Lovely. Fabulous.
Now, you're sure this is going to be your last tour of Australia after that?
Yes, I'm sure. But now you spoiled all. You said glamorous, and here I come out in a boiler suit.
Well, that's the thing about you, though. You see, I mean, you can make that look glamorous.
Thank you.
You can start a new fashion. How many trips to Australia?
This is my 15th. Yeah, I should own it by now, shouldn't I?
Well, it really is. It's a second home to you, isn't it?
It is, definitely. Oh, yes.
I've had such wonderful thoughts over the weekend about you, which is not the first time I've had
really?
wonderful thoughts about you. But the fact that this is your last tour, which is very sad for me, is also quite significant because you were the very first international star that I ever interviewed when I started a talk show on Channel 7 back in 1957.
Yes.
Yeah, whatever it was.
Yes.
I think it was pretty close to your first visit to Australia.
I think it was, definitely, yes.
I can remember you telling me then, either on or off air, that Judy Garland was a tremendous force in your life.
Well, I don't know about tremendous force. I mean, she was a great influence. I mean, I was a big fan of Judy Garland. You know, I think that she was the end. You know, she was fantastic. I mean, the emotion that she had. She was just living everything. I mean, she sang every song as though it was her last. You know.
Well, she, of course, worked in a manner that didn't really allow her to seem to get away from it all.
Well, it was a tragic life, you know, the start, you know, sort of when she was a teenager, I believe, you know, and the pills, and to go to sleep, to lose weight, to wake up, you know, it's frightening.
Not in that sense, not in the sense of drugs, but I mean, of course, you came from a pretty hard background, didn't you?
Yes,
You didn't have it easy.
No.
Was singing back in those very early years, was it a means of escape for you?
Well, I was singing, you know, I wanted to be a model, I wanted to be a nurse, I wanted to be a shop assistant, I wanted to be an air hostess, I wanted to be everything except a singer. And I used to sing. I suppose it was to my way of releasing sort of emotion somehow. But I never wanted to be a singer, but I always sang. I mean, at school in the choir, I was told, like, you know, to go to the back of the room because I was too loud, you know. And then when I left school and I went to work in a factory and I was singing while I was wrapping all these enamel pots and pans, I was told to belt up, you know. So naturally I didn't think to become a singer because every time I opened my mouth, somebody said, shut up.
Thank God you didn't.
Yes, thank God I didn't.
Shirley, when you sing, you said that Judy Garland sang every song as if it was going to be her last. Well, I mean, in a lot of songs that you do, I mean, the role that you portray, the fact that you act out those songs, that must take a hell of a lot out of you.
Well, it does, but at the same time, at the end of the show, you're on a tremendous high. You know, it takes 3 hours to come down from a performance. And as you say, like as I say about Judy Garland, I do sing every song with such emotion that about things about love, loss and love, needing love and all that. It's something that one has experienced. I choose those songs because I identify with them, you know, the songs I sing.
Yeah, do you find that you work well on isolated occasions in your life when things haven't been going very well for you and you're able to she used the time out on stage as almost
yes.
therapy.
Oh, yes, tremendously. So, yes. When I've had a terrible fight with the old man, for instance, you know, I've gone out and I've given one hell of a performance, you know.
Do you make sure he's there that night?
Yes, of course I make sure he's there that night. No, he couldn't come because both his legs were broken.
What sort of things do you argue about?
I did. I'm divorced now.
But argue? You don't have the right to argue anymore?
No, because I don't see him anymore. I mean, who wants to have all that?
You don't go through that rot that people say, we're still very good friends even though we're not married any longer.
No, we're not very good friends.
So what happened?
He got married again.
But it makes beautiful reading if you say it. Also, I'm great friends with her, too. She and I speak on the phone regularly.
Well, up until they got married, I could have said that. We were good friends, all of us. Did you ring her after the wedding? No, because they snuck off and got married, you know. Because Sergio, you know, and apparently our divorce wasn't recognized in Italy. So he couldn't get married. He didn't know that until he wanted to get married. And he found out that he was still married to me in Italy.
So what did he do? I bet you loved every minute of that, did you?
I did. And so they said, well, he would have to go to either Las Vegas or Sweden. So the last moment he went to Sweden. I don't think she's pregnant, though.
Any message for him, Shirley, at all?
Yeah, ciao, Sergio.
Am I to believe now that there is, therefore, no man in your life?
You're not to believe anything.
Any clues?
Such thing. No, nothing. I'm not telling you nothing.
Nothing at all?
No.
We've got a sex therapist on the show a little later.
Have you?
Yes.
Oh, great.
So if you're staying around, you never know what you could learn. Shirley, you haven't really given us the reason why this is going to be your last tour. Because it is a second home to you.
Well, it's the last, not only the last tour of Australia, it's the last tour of the world. Because I've just after, well, what is it, over 30 years now, 32, 33 years, I've been doing it. And I'm tired of doing it. I can't do it anymore.
What are we talking about now? Can I ask all this?
How did I get into this? You led me into this.
Everything you and I say is going to sound very dirty. It doesn't matter what we say.
You're kidding. Since I opened my mouth on this show, I mean, it's rude.
No,
sounds dirty.
When you open your mouth and say anything, it's never dirty.
Well, rude.
Sexy, but never dirty.
Okay, sexy then.
So you're just tired of it, eh? You see what I mean?
I'm just tired.
You've had enough.
Yes, I want to enjoy. I want to enjoy it.
You know something, Shirley? I've worked it. I don't care whether you're going to be annoyed with me or not, but I haven't done this with you since 1957. And you're exactly as I remember you.
I haven't changed
Not at all, not so far as I'm concerned. I've gotten a little older, more experienced, but apart from that, nothing.
Haven't we all?
Yeah, indeed. Yeah. My gosh, I knew I'd miss something over the last 27 years, and it's you. Shirley, I've got your dates here.
That's
all right, I want to get out of it.
I beg your pardon. You haven't met Father O'Brien. This is Shirley Bassey. We've got the tour dates here. Shirley's doing it 4 times in Melbourne. Tomorrow night at the Sports and Entertainment Centre. Then returns there on the 15th, 16th and 17th of June.
To do it again?
Yes. Attention Adelaide, one night only. At the Apollo Stadium on the 7th of June. Brisbane, the 21st and 22nd of June. The final performance, because nothing has been worked out in Tasmania. We think it may be illegal there. The final performance is at the Sydney Entertainment Centre in front of 18,000 people in 2 shows. And that's on the 24th of June. Will you stay for the rest of the show?
I can't, Doctor. I've got to go and do it.
Ladies and gentlemen, Shirley Bassey.